The Sharks will have to sit with a 3-game losing streak as they have Christmas dinner, as they open up gifts. That'll be the nice thing. They can enjoy time with their family and then get back to work, because there is some work to do, especially after this game tonight in Las Vegas. Welcome into Toyota Sharks Postgame Live. Alan Hoshida with Jamal Mayers. How do you think the guys are going to handle this loss here the next few days? Well, there's nothing really to do.
Well, listen, I think that at the end of the day that there's some time to reflect on how well they've played up until this point. There's no question they're going to be disappointed about this effort against Vegas and an opportunity to really do something special. But this is the time where they're going to reflect. And my hope is that they flush this game really and don't really think about it and move on to the next part of the season. But you're right. They got to live with this one for a few days, but they've done a lot of really good things so far this season. That, to me, should be their focus.
Yeah, so you feel like this is more of a blip than it is a concern, even though it is a 3-game losing streak. 2 of those games they played pretty well. This one feels more like a blip to you than anything else?
Yeah, I do believe that. I think that it is also an opportunity for Ryan Warsofsky and his staff to hit the reset, to get this team back on track to what's made them have so much success so far in this season. And so, yeah, is it a cause for concern? I don't really think so. I think that they have a formula for success. Have they gotten off track and not playing the way they want to play? Absolutely, but I think they have the way that they want to play. They'll figure it out. Let's not panic. Let's enjoy the next couple of days of the break and get back to work.
Yeah, maybe you never know. Maybe this is a good thing for them to reset like you're talking about. They have played really good hockey, but maybe it's a reminder that there is still a gap right now with this team and the upper echelon teams in this league. Let's get to the Toyota turning point. It happened early. It happened often. It happened 5 times in the first period. The Las Vegas Golden Knights scored a minute 46 in. They didn't take their foot off the pedal. And before you knew it, odd man rush after odd man rush, and the Sharks were in a huge hole.
Yeah, and we talked about it. It was puck management. It was ill-advised pinches, creating way too many 2-on-1 opportunities. A real unlucky play on the penalty kill there. The call was a little bit questionable. And then you're right. There was too many 2-on-1s. Puck management was an issue as well. And when you do that and you give a team like Vegas opportunities, they're going to make you pay. And they certainly did in that first period.
Yeah, Yaroslav Askarov started this game. He gave up 4 goals, and I don't think on any one of those 4 goals you're like, oh, he should have made that save. And then Coach Ryan Warsofsky made the change to Alex Nedeljkovic. Struggles in the Sin City. It has not been a fun place to go, maybe for visitors or Sharks fans when you're going to the games. But Team Teal in Las Vegas are 4-12-3 in 19 games. Is there ever a team in your career that you guys just had issues with? It didn't matter how well you were playing going into it, how bad. It just, that team was always a tough matchup for you?
Yeah, I would say the early 2000s of the Detroit Red Wings, when they had what looked like an all-star team with Robitaille and Brett Hull and Yzerman and Lidstrom and all the rest of it. And so, yeah, you literally did not want to watch the morning skate because you would be intimidated that you're actually going to have to play against them. And I don't think we ever won in that building in Joe Louis when that lineup was on the ice.
Octopus flying out there too. It's never good when the Red Wings during that time were getting rolling. And then also the Vegas Golden Knights also have a little friendly fire. I mean, Tomas Hertl will be beloved as a San Jose Shark for a long time, but this season he has really been putting it to his old team, and I think Team Teal is kind of like, oh man, this is why everyone didn't like playing against Tomas Hertl.
Yeah, he's a great player. I mean, he's a big man who goes to the tough areas to score goals. He's a tremendous goal scorer who knows how to finish. And you know what? He's a guy that, doesn't matter who he's playing against. He's going to play hard. He's going to play the right way. And he's tough to play against. And he's certainly had success against the Sharks as of late.
A point in every single matchup so far this season. 4 points, 3 goals, 1 assist. And he finishes. Also, if you give the puck to a player of his caliber on the doorstep with no one in front of you, it doesn't really matter who you are in this league. That's probably going in the back of your net.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tremendous finisher. He's a guy who's scored a lot of goals in this league for a reason. He's a big man who knows what he's good at. He knows what he's a smart guy who can get to those tough areas, and he skates well, and you're right. He can finish in front of that net. There's no question.
All right, let's get back out to Vegas and hear from the gentleman who called this game, Randy and Drew.
Sharks have suffered a third loss in succession for the first time, Drew Remenda, since October when they started the year 0-4-2. This one, unfortunately, got away from them at the very beginning of the game, and they just were too far behind to catch up.
And I think you put it perfectly, and we were talking about lessons learned, or try to learn some lessons. Focus, preparation, details, all matter coming into the game. And that's, yeah, the coaches contribute to that, but it's up to each individual player that you've got to find a way to get yourself ready. And the Sharks obviously weren't ready to play this game, especially at the pace at which the Golden Knights played this game.
Vegas, despite missing their best player, their best defenseman, their best goaltender, put up a 7 spot and responded very well after a tough couple of losses for their club in Edmonton and Calgary. To the break we go. Have a great Christmas, have a great holiday, and we will see you from Vancouver on Saturday.
Merry Christmas, guys. Let's get to the Service Champions What's Hot. It is Macklin Celebrini, and despite the score, Macklin Celebrini did something else to put his name with Sidney Crosby. 55 points with that goal before Christmas. He is now just the second teenager ever to do it. The last was Sidney Crosby. Jamal Mayers, if the San Jose Sharks do not have Macklin Celebrini, their rebuild is not at the point where you're feeling good about it right now.
Well, no, he's a special player, a special person, more importantly, and he's the leader of this group, and he's proving at such a young age that he's able to produce offensively. And what I loved about the entire game for him is he didn't stop playing, and he kept playing, and his goal was magnificent. He scores in so many different ways, and he continues to bring it every single night. And even when the team didn't have it, he continued to work even into the third period as this game got away from them.
And he's shown leadership throughout it. He plays with his play as well, like you're talking about in the third period, still going and going, but also little moments throughout the way. This is from Sheng Peng. After the Smith goal, the Riley Smith goal, Celebrini skated all the way from the bench down to Nedeljkovic to give his goalie a stick tap before taking the center faceoff, kind of acknowledging he knows they're not giving their goalie much help tonight. So I ask you, Jamal Mayers, we've heard about Nathan MacKinnon, some of the best captains in this league. Nathan MacKinnon is a no-nonsense guy. Sidney Crosby is a no-nonsense guy. At some point in the Macklin Celebrini tenure in San Jose, these type of games are not going to be allowed. They're not going to be non-negotiables, and he's going to have the room. And that's just kind of the feeling you get with him. He's very serious about this, but it feels like down the road, he's going to have this team in a different spot focus-wise when you're going into these kind of pivotal games going into a holiday break.
I don't have any doubt that will be the case. It's all about how he prepares, how he treats his body, how he takes care of himself, how he competes every single day. I mean, you know this. He's out there. He's one of the first guys on the ice for every single practice, morning skate, continuing to work on his game, even though he's already playing at a high level. And the more experience he gains, the more insulated that they're able to create an atmosphere where he's got more around him. He'll be able to use his voice as well. He does all his talking with his play, but eventually he'll get to a point where he also will have a voice, and he'll be able to trust his own instincts in between periods, trust his own instincts after games to say what needs to be said in the dressing room.
And I think he'll just start building the culture within that room that is a winning culture that he knows very well. All right, well, coming up after the break here on Toyota Sharks Postgame Live, one of the leaders currently in that room is Ryan Reeves. He always has something usually very on point and that will resonate with everyone after a game like this. We're going to hear from him after the break.
Toyota Sharks Postgame Live is presented by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places.